Hi guys, I'm Jennifer and welcome to my channel, Mint Green Gypsy. I'm really excited about today's video because I'm using Roycycled Treasure's new spring release papers for 2025. Today I'm doing 3 projects with you and I'm using 4 out of the 7 designs, and I hope you love them as much as I do. I found this really nice round wood box at the thrift store. When I saw it, I immediately knew I wanted to save it for the Roycycled spring release. It's been sitting in my stash for a couple of months. I want to start with a blank canvas, so I am giving the box 2 coats of Debi's DIY White Swan clay base paint. I want the decoupage paper to show up brightly on my project, and white paint will help me to achieve this. At this point, I wasn't exactly sure what other colors I was going to be using, so 2 coats of white paint was not exactly necessary, except for on the top of the box where I was covering up that outdated design. This new release paper is called Patina Roses. The color looks a little washed out on this video, but the background is a beautiful bright turquoise with pink roses and butterflies. The design is so pretty and perfect for spring. I made an impression of the box top, and now I am cutting my decoupage paper to size. I'm giving the box top an even coat of Debi's DIY liquid patina, and then I'm misting the decoupage paper with water. This expands the paper, and then the paper shrinks back as it dries, eliminating any wrinkles you may have. It's a very easy process once you get the hang of it. After I position the paper where I want it, I very gently smooth over the paper, pushing out any air bubbles. I decided to paint the bottom of the box with Debi's DIY Petticoat pink. I only needed 1 coat since I had already painted with 2 coats of the White Swan. The liquid patina has dried, and now I am sanding off the excess paper along the edge of the box top with a medium grit sanding pad. I am painting the edge of the box top with Debi's DIY Monet's Garden, which is a beautiful deep green color. Here I am showing you another Roycycled Treasures spring release paper called Typography Love. This is a very versatile paper because the background is white and the print is black. You can put the paper on whatever color you want to use for your project, and you can see the color through the white background. I have decided to put the paper over the Petticoat pink on the bottom of the box. I am measuring and cutting the paper to fit the bottom of my box. Here I am just trimming the top of the paper because I want a different part of the paper for my project. Now I am showing you that this pattern and some of the other patterns from this release are repeating so that you're able to use multiple papers on a larger project like furniture. I am misting the part of the paper that I cut out from my project and giving the box bottom a coat of liquid patina in sections, and then decoupaging my paper to the box bottom. At first, I tried to put the entire strip of paper on, but as you can see, I was having issues. I also want to point out that even though this is tissue paper, it still has strength. You can gently adjust the paper after laying it down if you aren't happy with the placement. I ended up tearing the paper into sections, which was easy because it was damp from misting it. I then applied the sections to the box. You really don't even notice the torn sections in the finished project. After everything had dried, I gave the entire project a coat of Debi's DIY Big Top Clear Top Coat. Debi's DIY paint always has to have a sealer because it reconstitutes if it gets wet. I painted the inside and the bottom of this box since I'm putting it in my shop. And for the final step, I'm going around the box top with gold wax. I hope you enjoyed this project and let me know what you think of it in the comments. For project 2, I got this pail at a thrift store and I thought it would be adorable with some decoupage paper and faux florals. So I am starting out with a coat of Debi's DIY White Swan clay base paint because I want the decoupage to show up bright on my thrifted pail. And here is Roycycled Treasure's new spring release paper called Teal Texture. Again, the color is washed out on the video, but it is a beautiful bright teal color with texture in shades of white and black. I am measuring and cutting out a strip of decoupage paper to fit my pail. I cut the strip of paper into smaller portions. I'm misting the paper, putting an even coat of liquid patina on the pail, and applying my decoupage paper, and then smoothing it out to release any air bubbles. I did this process around the entire pail. I want to take a moment to ask you to hit the like button if you are enjoying this video. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel because I will be posting a new video every week and I do not want you to miss it. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you think of my projects, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day and spending it with me. Now back to our projects. So I did not like how the overlapping decoupage paper looked on the pail. It's hard to see in the video, but I ended up cutting a strip from the darker part of the paper and putting it over that overlapping part, and I was happy with the way it looked after that. After the liquid patina dried, I sanded the excess paper from the bottom of the pail with a medium grit sanding paper. Next, I gave the entire pail a coat of Big Top clear top coat to protect the decoupage paper. I didn't really care for the silver trim around the pail, so here I am mixing White Swan and Kissing Booth from Debi's DIY Paint to make a medium pink color to paint along the trim of the pail. If you did not already know, Debi's DIY paint has excellent adhesion properties and will stick to non-porous surfaces. I sometimes use it as a primer when painting furniture. I prefer to use DIY paint products because they are very natural and do not have a chemical smell. After I was done with the pink paint, off camera, I gave it a coat of Big Top and let it dry. I then decided to add some gold wax, but still letting the pink paint poke through around the trim. This extra detail took some time, but it made quite a difference in the overall appearance of the final project. The next step of this project is filling the bucket with faux florals. So off camera, I have already added floral foam with hot glue because it's going in my shop. I'm showing you the faux florals I got from Michaels for this project. I am cutting the sprigs apart and dividing them between 3 pails, although I'm only showing you 1 pail in this video. I couldn't get a good camera angle to show myself adding the faux florals, but I used hot glue and glued them into the floral foam, and as a finishing touch, I added a cute pink beetle. Let me know in the comments what you think of the beetle and if you like this project. For the third and final project, we are using Roycycled Treasure's new spring release paper called Botanical Masterboard. This is a beautiful paper full of flowers, butterflies, and bees. We are going to be covering these books I found at the Goodwill bins with decoupage paper. My first step is to paint the books with white Swan so the images on the decoupage paper show up brightly. I only used 1 coat of white paint on the books. Here I'm using hot glue to glue the books together. I have already cut out my paper and now I am misting it to prevent wrinkles on my project. I'm putting on an even coat of liquid patina and applying the decoupage paper around the book in sections. Always gently smoothing it out and pushing out any extra air bubbles. I cut the paper slightly larger than the books, so I was able to fold it over the edge. I cut a slit in the corners of the paper so it laid down smoothly on the inside edge of the book. After the liquid patina had time to dry, I used an X-Acto knife to cut the paper between the spines of the books. I painted all the parts of the book not covered with a decoupage paper with Debi's DIY golden ticket, and it blended in perfectly with the project. To finish the project, I took ribbon that I got from Michael's in beautiful cream and sage green colors and made a bow for the top of the book stack. The bow was a little loose, so I added a bead of hot glue. Please leave me a comment and let me know if you like this book stack makeover. Thank you so much for watching my video. It means so much to me, and I'll see you next time.